Good morning, young ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Minister, dear friends. I'm really very happy to be here today with you to share the official launch of the European Year for Development in Austria. I applaud very much the Austrian Minister for Foreign Affairs and European Affairs for his personal efforts in advocating this kind of event that associates so many young people to what is normally limited to restricted audiences of much older people. I also very much welcome the engagement of the Foreign Minister Kurz and the decision of the Austrian government to refrain from reducing the budget spending on development cooperation for this year. It is great to see so many young people committed on the issue of international cooperation and development. Just a few days ago, I participated in Riga in Latvia in the launch of the overall European Year for Development, and there was a big audience there. The people attending the launch were from 80 years old to the youngest lady of 11 years old. And she was so much interested in the development issues, asking a question on it, 11 years old. So it is a real proof that it's never too late to join the fascinating world of development. International development will be in the spotlight more than ever during this year, during 2015. This year is a target day, the last date for achieving the Millennium Development Goals. These goals were set in 2015 years ago, at a time when most of you were born. And the Millennium Development Goals really engaged the whole European and the world community to better focus on eradicating poverty. But this year is also a year when the post-2015 debate or post-Millennium Development Goals debate on a completely new development agenda will start with a single goal to bring together poverty eradication with a sustainable development, with the sustainability of the development goals. The 2015 is also the European Year for Development. I would say a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to raise awareness of the European citizens on the importance of international cooperation and development. The involvement, engagement of young people in the implementation of the ambitious post-2015 development agenda is essential. Post-2015 negotiations are now on the way, and this is not just a discussion between world leaders. You have also a role to play in this important process. You have a role to play because people of your age all around the world are the first ones to suffer from poverty and its consequences, and from the electricity cuts. Do you know that Africa has the youngest population in the world? Over 40% of the population is less than 15 years old. The average age in Africa is 20 years old, while the average world age is 30. By the end of this century, almost half of the world's youth will be African. You have a role to play because what you take for granted here in Europe is far from being given for millions of children around the world. Going to school, having access to medical care, or simply eating and drinking. Think about this when you think you have the worst parents in the world or the worst school teachers in the world. Last week's Eurobarometer results show that 88% of young Europeans think it's important to help people in developing countries. It is inspiring to see your engagement and committed commitment to contribute to a better world. We rely on you to remain active and will continue to listen carefully to your recommendations. We need your optimism. We need your open-mindedness. We need your creativity. We need your voluntarism. We need your generosity. Poor and hungry children in the world need you. Thank you very much.